what's poppin'. In an attempt to not inflate my ego too much, I have to show losses occasionally. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do lose matches from time to time. Um, to not deflate it so much, I'm also going to show a win here. So today's going to be two matches, both against Zoodiac. This first match is me, 918 rating, versus Dante the Poet with 118 rating. So I have a casual 800 rating on our friend Dante. Let's see what happens, and let's see if it's embarrassing or not. Oh, I gotta say it. If you like the video, hit me with a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you don't like the video, that's cool too. Still hope you have a good day. So we win the rock, paper, scissors, where you choose to go first, of course. We have Tenki, called by Ash, Revolt, and Kit, which is a pretty good hand. Like, Tenki lets us get into Rat. We have a Tri-Brigade, so we've got like full combo, I guess, if you want to call it that. And then we also don't have to go into Bear Brum because we hard drew the Revolt. Then we've got a hand trap and something to stop an Ash or whatever of my opponents. So not a bad hand at all. Our opponent opens Strike, Pink, Kaiju, Godarla, Tenki, and Ram. So let's hop in. So to start, we go Tenki for Rat, and then it's just this standard zoo stuff. So send Ram, Chakanine, Revive, go into Trident, go into Trident, pop Ram, Revive, overlay Tiger Mortar. You've seen this 100 times. It takes like 20 minutes to execute on DB. We give Chakanine a material and then detach and bring out the Trident. Link into Blossom, summon out Kit. And Kit effect for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we summon out Shurag. Link those three into Appaloosa, and we go, Kit 1, Shurag 2, Blossom 3. So this will let us draw. We're nice and chain blocked, so we can save the called by. And we're going to get to add off of Kit sending Nerval, and then we're going to be able to add off of Shurag. So we end up adding a Whiptail, since he can attach itself from hand to the Trident, so that gives us an extra interruption. So we've got, I sent my 2 cards, and we've got Appaloosa, we've got Trident Pop, we've got Solemn Strike, and Revolt, plus an Ash. So that is not bad in the slightest. Plus, we've got a whole bunch of follow-up off of both Revolt and off of Fractal. So, pretty good. Pretty solid. Past turn, he top decks Nib. Would have been useful. Pro tip. Nib after the use of Blossom effect. So, like, I do all my my Zoodiac stuff, summon out Blossom, summon out, like, Kit. That is the time that you drop Nib, just in case you were wondering. So yeah, top decks Nib, quite a good card. He summons Godarla over the Appaloosa, activates Tenki to add Thoroughblade, summon out Pink, summon out Ram, Trident effect, pop my Trident, overlay Tiger Mortar effect on the Ram, go into Borbo. That felt a little bit awkward, but, Oh, I guess this is, that was good. In case I had like a Dino-Miscus set, he could negate, so that was good. Poke for 500, overlay Chakanine, overlay Zeus. And I always, I see other people doing other stuff, but I always just strike the Zeus. Like, if you strike a Zoo, if they have an extender, then they use the extender and go into Zeus anyway. I just always strike the Zeus. Anyway, he sets strike and passes. In the end phase, we activate Revolt, summon out, and he scoops. Yeah, that was correct. Because we would just banish. Well, he could have kept going, I feel. Because he still would have had the Pank as an interruption. He would have had the Nib as an interruption. He probably could have kept playing. But I was most likely just going to completely out advantage him. So, game 2, my opponent makes me go first. Opening hand, Reborn, Ram, Kit, Needle Sealing, and Fractal. So, again, not bad. Having Zoos is kind of nice. Having Reborn is always good. Kit and Fractal, having a couple names is great. Needle Sealing has since been removed from the deck, but it can be a decent card. It's horrible against Zoo, but I just didn't really know what to side in. My opponent opens Pankratops. You're seeing a theme here. Barrage, great card. Reboot, Avarice, and Lightning Storm. So that's quite the hand. That is quite the hand. So to start, Fractal, send Nerval, add Karos. Karos effect, pitching the Kit to summon itself out, and then we mill a Fractal. Activate Karos effect, banish 2, bringing out Bearbrum. Normal summon Ram, overlay. I just was completely disrespecting Nib, because of course I didn't actually see it last game. Like now I know he had it, but I was like, whatever, it's probably fine. And then we link 2 into Rugal, and Bearbrum, add a Revolt, send Reborn, and set 2 pass. For turn, my opponent draws Thoroughblade. So now they've got 2 Zoos and then all of this other crazy stuff. So again, it's quite the hand. So starts with Pank. Pankratops effect, pop the Trident. Summon out Thoroughblade, go for Borbo Poke. Activate Revolt, activate Reboot, which is mighty strong. I set the evenly because I kind of figured he was going to go first. He didn't. So I just figured I kind of wanted evenly out of my deck. So yeah, I just set it because I knew it was going to get wiped off of Zeus anyway. So yeah, he pokes. Overlay. And summon out Zeus. Right here, I miss. Oh, I should have in the end phase used Rugal effect so that I could have more follow up. Instead, I just lose everything. Doesn't feel great. We top deck Kit, normal summon Kit. Kit gets Zeused. Kit effect, mill, Nerval add Fractal. Imagine if I had another Zoo in hand. If I had another Zoo in hand, if I would have used that Rugal, I might have been okay. So, top deck's Reborn, it just doesn't matter. Activate Barrage Pop, bring out Thoroughblade. Overlay Chakanine. Chakanine detach, summon out Thoroughblade. Overlay Drill, and that is GG. So, we would have drawn Ash for turn, so we were dead. I mean, if somehow he whiffed that, like, which he shouldn't have, but if he did mess up, we were still dead. So, time for the all-important game 3. We can do this. This guy's got 118 rating. We can tell he's a good player, but I mean, come on, right? I'm kind of up there. Then we open Kit, Bell, Whiptail, Dark Ruler, Bell. That's not very good. In this build at the moment, like this current deck list had 2 Bell in it, so I opened both Bell. On top of that, I just again didn't really have anything to side in going first against Zoo, so I just kind of left him in. Dark Ruler can be useful, like if they go turn 2 Zeus, clear your board, and you have follow up, you could just Dark Ruler, on your turn, your second turn or turn 3, and it's not that bad. But Kit, yeah, This hand isn't perfect. On top of that, like I was already tilted from misplaying last game, and then he opened pink 2 games in a row. I was honestly salty about that. It was like 9 o'clock at night, so like I just wasn't. I was not playing my best. I was not living my best life in the moment. So I'm like, okay, summon out Whiptail. Oh, I guess I should go over my opponent's hand. Nib, Pink, Rat, Droll, Nib. I mean, Nib plus Droll, pretty damn good. Pankratops 3 games in a row, by the way. And then Rat. So it's quite the hand. So we just overlay. Again, just here we're not too worried about Nib. Or like we just know we're going to play around it. And pass turn, top deck's Barrage. So that's Barrage, 2 games in a row. Pink, 3 games in a row. Not that I'm triggered. I'm not triggered. I'm just saying. Anyway, summon out Pink. And yeah, he just activates Pink. Rip the Trident. Summon Rat. Send overlay. I don't know if I said this before. I try to ghost bell it, which like you can't even. Again, I was just like super on tilt. Poke. And then overlay. Another fat Zeus, but it's like not horrible here. Like I've got resources, I've got a kit, I can turn off the Zeus, I've got the Nerval, like I can do what I gotta do here. So we start out with Dark Ruler. We go normal summon Nerval, banishing 4. And yeah, he like banishes the Zeus before I even get there. Summon out Shrag. Summon out Kit. Or sorry, Blossom. First we're activating Nerval and Shurag to add. Adding Ram, adding Karos. My nose is itchy. I've got allergies, not boogies. Blossom effect, summon out Ram. Overlay Borbo Poke. Summon out Zeus. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I should be okay with just a Zeus against this board. Like, I mean, I figure what are the odds he opens Barrage 2 games in a row? I should be okay as long as he doesn't have like exactly Barrage and an extender. And then I get hit with Nib. So I'm like, okay, well, that's not great. Oh, my nose is so itchy. And then I try to activate Blossom, but again, I'm under Droll. This tilts me even more. So he draws Strike, and then he points out that I'm under Droll. I mean, if you ever do anything like this, like draw and then shuffle, just post the logs. I mean, it's not that hard, and I can just show exactly what you drew, clear up any confusion, mitigate any pointless judge calls. So, yeah. We then activate Karos Pitching Kit to summon itself out, sending a Karos. We banish. We go into Bearbrum. Is Bearbrum useful when you're under Droll? I need you guys to ask yourself this, because it's absolutely not. But I forgot. I forgot Droll again, and I try to link it away. And yeah, I'm just like super tilted at this point. Because I'm just misplaying left and right. And yeah, I'm just like, it's not good. It's just not good. So he activates Barrage because they always have it. Summon out Whiptail. Hammer Kong, Tiger Mortar effect. Add the Thoroughblade. Borbo. In the main, I misplay here. This time I'm like, all right, I'm never ever going to forget Rugal again. So then he just pokes it, banishes it, and I'm like, oh, fudge, I forget that card can banish. Then he runs over Rugal, summons out Zeus, and doesn't even have the decency to wipe my board. And I top deck the Ash, and I scoop. Always GG. Always GG. Even if you're tilted off the face of the planet, just GG. It's not that hard. It's 2 letters. Even if you just lost, I lost 26 points for this match because I misplayed super hard, and I still GG'd my dude. So just GG. It's not that hard. This is the lows of Yu-Gi-Oh! When you lose a bunch of points by misplaying, forgetting stuff, and just want to cry. The highs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Come when you play a good game, when you actually think stuff through and make good decisions. So, we're going to go into this match. Again, this is also against Zoo. I'm at 915 rating. My opponent is at 1,157 rating. Bernardo, 1212131. Rock, paper, scissors. I win the rock, paper, scissors shoot, which is always nice. Of course, I choose to go first. Yeah, this was clearly after I played and won a couple games. I think I lost actually a couple more games after I lost to Dante the Poet. Then I climbed a bit. Oh, I got absolutely crushed by Dagger, just swift 2-0. And here I am. So, opening up Rat, Ash, Kit, Whiptail, and Imperm. So, if I was going second, 2 hand traps. We've got full combo again with Rat plus Kit, and then Whiptail is nice to have in hand too because I can just leave a Dryden on board and still have the interruption. My opponent opens Tenki, Solemn, Desires, Tenki, and a Chalice. So, I mean, it's decent. Double Tenki's not great. Solemn's a good card, not usually going second though, and Desires is always good. So, we choose to normal summon the Rat effect send, and just do the full combo. I'm just going to use fast forward for a bit because that's too much clicking. Okay. Yeah, summon out Blossom. Blossom effect, summon out Kit. Kit effect, summon for 2, I believe. Banish 2, summon out Brum. God, I can't get over it. Bear Brum, like Bear Bloom. It was so nice. Anyway. Lincoln 2, Appaloosa for 3. And again, we're going to be able to search off of the Nerval, draw and mulligan off of Blossom, and then add the best trap card in the deck with Bear Brum. So draw Tenki, I just put it back because I'm going to draw or add a Fractal anyway. Add the Revolt, put back Imperm. I figure Imperm is fine to get rid of because I have Appaloosa. And then add Fractal off Nerval, set Revolt, and pass. So we've got, for interruptions, Ash, Appaloosa, Dryden, because we have the Whiptail, and Revolt. So again, we've got strong interruptions, we've got a ton of follow-up, and we're sitting pretty. Our opponent draws Valor, not good going second, because this is only on my turn. Activate Desires. I wonder if he's running Valor over Imperm, and if it's worth it. I don't know. I like Imperm more, but I think Valor is also fine. Also, I've been liking Ashing Desires recently. You can get punished, like if I was playing Prank Kids right now. Well, I guess if I was playing Prank Kids, it wouldn't. That's not a good example. If I was playing Prank Kids and didn't have Appaloosa, I could get punished. Just like link it off in full combo and then I'm sad. But I have been really liking Ashing Desires because the main decks that are running Desires right now are Tri-Brigade and Zoodiac. So, especially against Zoo, there's not really anything else you like truly want to Desires. So, or you want to Ash, so I think it's fine. Activate Tenki. Tenki at Thoroughblade. Normal summon Thoroughblade and overlay. Okay, so in BP, we activate Whiptail and then res activate Dryden. My opponent thinks for a moment. And yeah, so we activate Dryden, chain Chalice, which is fine. So that just negates my Dryden. Flip Revolt, summon out. God, it's so nice being able to summon out the Blossom off a Revolt and just, loop it. It's amazing. Just being able to mulligan and, sculpt to your hand is nice. And like this Fractal I don't need because I'm going to search off a Nerval anyway. So yeah, we draw Imperm, put back Fractal, add Fractal. So basically it was just a draw, which is fine. Set 2 and pass. And then he just scoops, so that's okay. Game 2, my opponent chooses to go first. We open with Fractal, Desires, Tenki, Karos, and Kit. It's not always great to open so many names, but having Desires is good, and having access to Rat or whichever zoo is also good. My opponent opens Solemn Judgment, Tenki, Cosmic, Desires, and Chalice. So I say a really good hand. Tenki to add a zoo. Solemn is solemn, right? Nothing, solemn. Cosmic is good. He could Cosmic my Tenki. Oh, he would probably choose to hold it for Revolt, but you can also Cosmic the Tenki. And Chalice, so pretty good. Starts with Desires, banish 10, draw 2, since I don't have the Ash here. Top decks Shifter and Strike. So Shifter's dead, but Strike is a really good card. Activate Tenki, add Rat, and again, normal summon, send, overlay for Chakanine. Chakanine bring out the Bunny Blast, overlay Hammer Kong, Trident, set 2 cards and set 4 cards. End phase, activate Trident, pop the Bunny Blast, add back the Rat, so that's nice. Just make sure he still has a zoo in hand. And it's my go. We top deck another name, which is not exactly ideal. Standby main 1, activate Tenki to add the Rat. I see why he didn't Cosmic the Tenki. And you'll see here. So summon Rat, activate the effect, get hit with Strike. I'm sure his logic is if he doesn't, or like if he lets me search, Rat, then he can just negate the normal summon, the effect of the normal summon. Same thing with Fractal. He can like let me go through a bunch of stuff. I normal summon a Tri-Brigade, and then he negates the effect of the normal summon. Since this deck is pretty normal summon reliant, there's only like one guy that can actually special summon itself. I think that's a solid play, and I think that's the correct play. So then we rip the Desires and draw 2. So we top another name, so Fractal and Dark Ruler. Activate Dark Ruler, negate the Trident, Karos effect, pitching Kit to summon itself out, Kit effect to mill, milling Nerval add another Fractal, so 3 Fractals in hand, no big deal. Broadbull is a really high rated zoo player. He's like 14 or 1500 right now. Anyway. So we go ahead, Fractal effect, sending Kit and activate the Karos. Banish 2, chain Chalice, so that's good. Go BP, and poke. Main 2, and we just pass turn. So not super inspiring. He top decks Ram, which isn't ideal. He already has a zoo, but we show him what he knows, which is the Fractal. Summon out Rat, send Thoroughblade, overlay Tiger Mortar effect, summon out Thoroughblade, and he runs over. I take 500. Hammer Kong, Chakanine, Zeus. So just have to play through 2 Zeus sends, no big deal. To start off, we go Nerval, summon, that gets hit with Judgment, Nerval effect to add a Karos. Karos effect, pitching one of the Fractal to summon itself out, which immediately gets met with Zeus. So yeah, he loses the Cosmic, and then we just go ahead and pass turn. Top deck's another Tenki, so again, not ideal, but at least he has Zeus. Like, if you're sitting behind Zeus, you're doing okay. Summon Thoroughblade, Chakanine, and especially when I'm under, like, have so few cards. And I think he could have pushed for game here, right? 3,000, 16, 25. 3,000 plus 16 for, that's like 71. He was like just a little bit off. He like just barely couldn't poke for game. Sorry, I was thinking if he went Chakanine effect, detach, summon out Thoroughblade, and then put Drill over Chakanine, then he would have the Drill for 25, 17 with the Thoroughblade, and 3,000 with Zeus. So anyway, now that needlessly confusing thing is over, poke. End of the battle phase, we go ahead and activate evenly. This should have been banished face down, but it's not like it's ever going to matter. And I'm like, okay, looking at what I have left. 1 Dark Ruler's gone, 2 Dark Rulers are gone. There are 4 cards in my deck that just win me the game right now. That's Imperm and Dark Ruler. And I top deck Imperm. So I'm like, okay, I'm pretty stoked on this. Sometimes Yugi just really looks out for you. So we activate Imperm, negate the Zeus, summon, banish 4, and we would have summoned out the Shurag, banished, and poked for games. So that is it. I don't know what this is supposed to mean other than you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you beat people with 1,000 more rating than someone that you lost to. It's just what happens with Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes. But if you liked the video, thanks for making it this far. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.